Hello, everybody. Again, this is Chris John on my YouTube channel. Now, this video is about capitalism versus communism. Capitalism has always been the best system we've ever created, ever since the Industrial Revolution, and as opposed to communism and socialism / Marxism, Karl Marx's writings. Capitalism ensures that there's always the best way to create wealth and prosperity, although no system is ever perfect. Capitalism has always been the best way to create wealth and prosperity for the majority of the population on planet Earth, for human endeavour and humanity itself. It's the best we've got, as opposed to the state and the government. Key word there, the state. The state always fails to provide and create wealth. The private sector in capitalism always creates innovation, technology, wealth and prosperity throughout the last 300-400 years of history of nation states of capitalism and democracy. Now, these are unalienable facts, and you see, what the world and a lot of people don't see is they fail to study history, know history, and learn from history. Socialism and communism have always failed and provided death and misery and destruction. These systems were never designed to work forever. They are totalitarian, authoritarian, and the government using state apparatus for communism and socialism dictatorships. The government in these situations always want control over the population of people, its citizens, and its very wealth creation of materials. They give nothing to you, they take everything from you, and they always end up in poverty and death. Now, these lessons should be learned throughout history, particularly, obviously, the 20th century of the Cold War, ever since the 1917 revolution of Russia, turning private wealth and farm ownership towards state ownership of everything. Now, Joseph Stalin and Mao Zedong, respectively of their own countries, the Soviet Union and China, they killed about 50 million people altogether throughout the 20th century of communism and socialism dictatorships. This is obviously morally and ethically evil. They serve no purpose. They don't serve the creation and the best interests of the family, the community, the nation state, of wealth and prosperity and achievement of the individual rights and geniuses, etc., innovators, business people. They just end up failing these systems. Obviously, people should know this very well if they study history. and history sometimes repeats itself. So we don't want these communist socialist systems on planet Earth at all. Like, they provide obviously just negativity a lot. And you see, the world is changing. There's been a bit of a pushback, a balance in the universe, if you will, of the forces of good and bad, good and evil, communism and capitalism. Javier Milei of Argentina, congratulations to his presidency. After 50 whatever years of communist rule in South America, Central America, some countries are waking up and seeing, like Javier Milei of Argentina, they're turning to capitalism and free enterprise. And Donald Trump is a bastion of freedom as well, the light of the Western world, America, free enterprise and capitalism. These sort of people are pushing back, and there is a change in the tides of the way the world's going towards the mid-21st century of planet Earth for humanity. Now, there's obviously secret societies and cults, and in the world, and there's to quote Oliver Anthony's new song, Rich Men North of Richmond, these people just want total control. They want to know what you do, they want to know what you think. They don't think you do, but I know that you know. These rich men north of Richmond just want to have total control. This is, of course, referring to the Washington establishment that Donald Trump obviously exposed in 5 years ago during the presidency. And these people are either in disguise or they're not. Like Gavin Newsom of California, they're destroying the fabric of families, they're destroying the fabric of communities and societies. These are left-wing people. Like, you can be as liberal thinking as you want, but still I would advise anyone to turn to centre right-wing / right-wing politics. We need these kind of capitalist human endeavour towards the future to secure peace and prosperity and wealth for the majority of the population. These left-wing people that are obviously communists and socialists, whether in disguise or not, whether they be in groups, politicians, organisations, unions, secret societies, whatever, they're all communists and socialists anyway, and they want control of individuals and freedoms. Now, these people obviously are pretty stupid, and they don't know anything about the failures of these type of systems that they advocate throughout history. And they don't learn from them, do they? It's very corrupt. It's a very corrupt world at the moment, and hopefully the tides are changing towards free enterprise and the respect of each other as human individuals and human endeavour and human creation and love. So hopefully the tides are turning. I would say double down on your efforts, Donald Trump. And those who want to vote for freedom towards the future would vote for Donald Trump in America and start exposing the lies and corruption of these failed jealous, communist, socialist types of people. Now, I'm going to finish this video. Thank you for watching. This is all for education of people, whoever watches it. I like to share my knowledge and educate solely for the purpose of education, so we don't repeat the mistakes of our history, and we can make a better world. Now, if you want evidence for this, Xi Jinping and China have been in communism for 80 years, probably, since the beginning of the Cold War. Now, Xi Jinping's communist China, there's a lot of evidence towards the social credit system, and research it if you want, but this is clamping down and highly restricting people's freedoms and individual rights, and it's basically a way of controlling every person in the country for a communist authoritarian state. This is very bad for humanity. These types of systems will fail eventually, hopefully. Thank you for watching. Hopefully we love each other and love our freedom and respect each other towards the future. Bye.